Hey folks, welcome to our third video in our distance learning series. As a friendly reminder, please check my teacher website for updates. It's very simple. Try to keep it short and sweet. I've got one from Friday about attendance, which is something that we're trying to do. I know that attendance is difficult online, but it's something that we need to stay up to date with just so we know who's checking in and who's not. So please look at these classes: second and third on Tuesdays, fourth and fifth on Wednesdays, sixth and seventh on Thursdays. So that was my Friday update. I'll be having more updates this week. I just wanted to check in and remind you of those. So let's get to it. Today we are going to continue with our career-based lessons. Last time I had you all look at some examples of good resumes and bad resumes, so that way we can start to really look at what goes into making a resume. Today we're kind of taking a break from that, and we're going to talk about this concept called the value line. So before we get into this concept, for a writing prompt to start it, I want you to consider these three things. So number one, in your own words, what makes a skill valuable and hireable? I think we can all agree that not all skills are equal, but every skill has a value to it. So I want you to consider what makes a skill valuable or hireable in your own opinion. Number two, of the skills you possess, which do you believe is your most valuable or hireable skill and why? You've been in school for a long time and you've developed a lot of skills, and believe it or not, you have a lot of skills already that can be hireable. Consider anything you've done as a student aide in the office or for a teacher, if you've ever babysat, if you do chores around the house, if you've ever volunteered. You have a lot of skills that you've developed that make you a hireable person. And number three, if there was a skill you wish you had, what would it be and why? So that's a little open-ended, but it's up for you to decide. So following these three, I've got an article for you to read entitled The Value Line: Diversify Your Skills to Build a Better Career. I have attached that in the assignment in Microsoft Teams. So once you read that article, it's not too long, but it's actually quite informative. I want you to respond to the following prompts in complete sentences. So number one, of the skills you possess, are there any you believe are above the value line? If not, are there any skills you have that you can easily improve to put it above the value line? Number two, after reading the article, list three new skills that you think are valuable to add to your skill set that would add diversity to your existing skills. Number three, of the 5 strategies shared in the article for building skills, which do you believe is the easiest one and why? Number 4, on the inverse, which do you believe is the most difficult and why? And lastly, after reading the article, has your answer to the third prompt from before the reading changed? Why or why not? So this video is going to be considerably shorter than the last one about resumes because I wanted you to spend more time grappling with the article, reading it, digesting it, and answering these questions. So I'm going to leave you to it. I look forward to hearing from your answers. We will discuss a little bit, hopefully, in Microsoft Teams. I'd love to be able to start having discussions. But otherwise, I'll leave you guys to this. And I will post some updates, and you'll be hearing from me by Wednesday at the latest. All right.